This hunk of shit is our $500 race car that we bought to race in 24 hours of Le Mans. 24 hours of lemons. We've been working on this beautiful turd bucket for the last 2 or 3 months, and we're not much closer to getting it race ready. However, in the last episode, we did order a roll cage, which should be here, I hope, someday. Meanwhile, we're gonna install the Mega Squirt ECU. Hopefully this isn't the last time this thing runs. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get a kind of a baseline feel for what the car revs like. I'm gonna try to remember the response on the throttle, basically everything, how it starts, how it feels running on the stock ECU, so that we have a kind of a baseline to compare it. If we had more technical equipment, maybe we could hook it up and kind of see what it's doing, but for now, I'm just gonna go seat of the pants and kind of see what it feels like. See, it has a little bit of a backfire when I hit it too hard. When I accelerate smoothly, it gets to high RPMs, but if I hit it hard, it dies. So that's really the main problem we're trying to fix with the Mega Squirt.
So this is Mega Squirt, right? We bought this in another episode. This is an adapter I didn't steal off the internet. It goes together like that, and the car plugs in there. Hopefully we don't blow it up.
So you're gonna program this with a baseline program. And I'm gonna go try to mess with this and get the plugs to fit, make sure that everything lines up, which
the pin out is correct. So.
Yeah, I'm sure the pins are good, but I looked at it a little earlier and it looked like it might
be off because that connector is not.
It's gonna require some suggestive force. Okay, so we're here in the car. The original ECU sits under the dashboard. We got it pulled out, and these are the original plugs that just pull out of this thing, I guess. Don, do you have to push something to get these out or no? Okay, so if you look, they're close, but not exact. This little notch right here and this little notch doesn't exactly line up. The old one had 2 notches. I don't know if you can see it on camera. It had 2 notches there. These notches were single notch there, and this one, they're one there, but the second one is missing. So I either have to notch this guy or cut down the plug a little bit. So I'm gonna see which way is better, but we wanna try to preserve it in case we have to plug it back in. So this half of the project is done. Let's go check in on Don and see if he's gotten the box programmed or not. Okay, so maybe kill it. Well, Houston, we have a problem. So somehow we got the fuel pumps just been running and dumping gas everywhere. So it's just like flowing, free flow. Is it still flowing?
Yeah, out of everything.
Oh shit.
No, the fuel pump's off, right?
Where's it flowing on?
Who the hell knows with the dead
Unplug the Mega Squirt.
So everything's just flooded in here, basically. Flooded with gas, yeah, it's just pumping out of everywhere.
Do we have a lighter? If we have a lighter, I can solve this problem right now. So, those are cleaned up correctly, but that yellow, why is that pink line open? Oh, because that wasn't a vacuum line. That is the fuel was fuel coming out of that?
Yeah.
That is the fuel overflow into the charcoal canister. So if you had too much fuel on board, that would dump in the charcoal canister.
Okay, then that makes sense why it was coming out of there. Because we were just overflowing.
Sure, but, so here's the only question I have is why fuel's pouring out of this thing?
Well, because you have the fuel pump. Yeah, the fuel pumps.
But it doesn't matter. The fuel pump should dead end into.
Like it was overflowing.
It is dead ending into the canister, which doesn't exist.
No.
You were just running without burning fuel.
Because the regulator just regulates if the pump's pushing 60 psi and the injectors only need 20. the regulator turns it down to 20, and then should hold it back.
Why don't we figure this out? We can figure this out by setting up the ECU. Why don't we get it set up and then let it run and see if it'll... We can pull the fuel pump.
Here's what we can do is we can connect the original ECM and turn it on and see what it does. So in conclusion, this thing's a piece of shit. We tried to get the Mega Squirt working. It didn't do anything except Mega Squirt all over the engine with gasoline. We poured probably about 5 gallons of gas out of this thing, and it's just completely doused. And our battery is low, and we normally jump start it or do something, but I don't want to risk sparks right now because I'm getting high from all the fumes. So I think we're going to call it a night, put the thing on a trickle charger overnight, and hopefully it's still here when we come back in the morning to try it again. So that's about the long and short of it. We did not, in fact, come back the next day, and we did not, in fact, put it on the trickle charger because we're dumb. But we did figure out that the board Don made was incorrect. So while he's ordering a new one, we're considering what else we're going to do with the car while we wait for the parts. But in the meantime, stay tuned for part 2, where we will likely light the car on fire again. Don't forget to smash and grab and smash. Smash the follow, like the... How do you guys say it? Why is it always wrong? Smash the follow and hit the like. Hit the followers and smash the likers. Like the followers, smash the grabbers. Whatever, you get the idea. Like and follow and subscribe. I did it!
Like and subscribe.